All right, so today we're going to take a deep dive into attracting more visitors to your website.
Okay.
Our goal is to figure out how to get 1,000 targeted visitors in just a month.
Right.
And for this deep dive, we're going to be looking at this report called 1,000 Visitors.
Sounds good.
I'm curious, right off the bat, it says something here about targeted visitors. Why is that so important?
Well, not all traffic is created equal.
Okay.
This report actually makes a really good point about how quality matters more than just the quantity.
Okay, so it's not just about getting as many people to the website as possible.
Right. Like imagine you've got 5 people that are ready to buy whatever you're selling
Okay.
versus 500 people that are just browsing.
Yeah,
Who would you rather have?
definitely the 5.
Exactly. Especially when you're just starting out with a new website.
All right,
You really need to make sure you're attracting the right audience to grow your website.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So organic traffic from search engines is like the best way to do that, right?
Right. Absolutely. Organic traffic is gold.
Yeah.
Someone searches for, let's say, a product or service on Google.
Mm-hmm.
They find your website,
Okay.
and then they click through.
Yeah.
They're already interested.
They're already looking for you.
Exactly. They're actively looking for what you have to offer.
Okay.
That's why keyword research is so important.
Okay.
You need to understand what your audience is searching for
Right.
and optimize your website so that you show up in those search results.
So the first step really is all about keyword research.
Yeah.
Now, the Google Adwords Keyword Tool, is that still the best way to go?
It's a good starting point,
Okay.
but the real magic is in how you use it.
Okay.
You know, this report, it goes beyond just the basics.
Okay.
It recommends finding what it calls hidden keyword gems.
Hidden keyword gems.
Yeah, they're like long-tail keywords
Okay.
that are less competitive,
Mm-hmm.
but still relevant to your niche,
Okay, I'm following you.
instead of just targeting, a big, broad term like dog training.
Mhm.
You go for something more specific like stop puppy biting or best dog training treats.
I see.
You're getting in the minds of your audience
Right.
and figuring out exactly what they're looking for and
Okay.
how they're searching for it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the report also talks about analyzing the competition,
Yes.
but it doesn't seem like it's the typical way of doing it.
Right. It's less about, sizing up all the big players out there.
Right.
And more about finding opportunities where you can realistically outrank other websites.
Okay.
So the source suggests looking at the first page of Google results
Okay.
for whatever keywords you're targeting,
Mm-hmm.
and pay attention to the types of sites that are ranking.
Got it.
So if you see articles from a site like Zine articles ranking high, it could mean that the competition isn't as fierce as it might seem.
So we can actually use our competitors to our advantage by finding the spots where we can actually outrank them.
Exactly. Working smarter, not harder.
I like that approach a lot.
Once you've found those keywords
Yeah.
with lower competition,
Okay.
the next step is to create content that really targets those terms.
Yeah, right.
And that's where article marketing comes in.
Okay, so tell me more about this article marketing.
Okay.
The source gives a little overview,
Right.
but I'm curious to know, how does this actually help get us those 1,000 targeted visitors?
So think of it like this. It's a way to share your content to a wider audience.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
basically creating these valuable articles that are really relevant to your niche
Mm-hmm.
and submitting them to these high-traffic article directories,
Okay.
like Zine articles
Okay.
and Go articles.
So why wouldn't I just post them on my own website?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
So while it's important to have content on your own site
Yeah.
for SEO,
Right.
article directories have a huge advantage.
Okay.
They've got reach.
Okay.
These platforms have this built-in audience
Okay.
of people who are already interested in what you have to offer.
You're already there.
Exactly. So by submitting high-quality articles
Right.
to those directories,
Okay.
you're tapping into that audience
Okay.
and hopefully driving them back to your site.
Just like we're borrowing their audience.
In a way, yeah.
I see.
So it's not just about getting traffic.
Okay.
It's also about building authority
Okay.
and credibility.
Got it.
When you're putting out these informative and well-written articles,
Mm-hmm.
you establish yourself as an expert,
Right.
which can lead to more trust and conversions down the line.
So we've got keyword research,
Right.
competition analysis,
Yeah.
article marketing.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Social bookmarking.
Okay, social bookmarking. What's that all about?
This is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
It's basically a way to boost your content's reach by sharing it on all these different platforms. So you're kind of giving your content this extra little push
Right.
and connecting with even more people who are interested in your niche.
So we're not just putting it out there and hoping people find it. We're strategically placing it where we know people are already looking.
Exactly.
So it looks like there are different types of platforms involved.
Yes, there are.
What's the difference?
So the report talks about two main categories.
Okay.
Niche-specific sites.
Okay.
And general-purpose platforms.
Okay.
So for the niche ones, you've got sites like Delicious and Magnolia.
Okay.
And those cater to specific interests.
Like what?
Oh, you name it. Pet lovers.
Okay.
Foodies. Tech enthusiasts.
Okay.
Those platforms let users bookmark and categorize content
I see.
based on what they're really passionate about.
It's like a way to reach a super targeted audience.
Exactly.
Okay. And then there are the bigger platforms.
Right.
How are those different?
So sites like Dig and Propeller, they use community voting to decide which content gets seen.
Oh, interesting.
So they're more general.
Okay.
But they can still be really powerful for getting more traffic.
Yeah.
Especially if your content grabs the attention of a big audience.
So how do you make sure your content gets noticed on those big platforms?
It's definitely more competitive.
Right.
But the report stresses the importance of quality and engagement.
Okay.
You have to create something that's genuinely valuable and that really connects with that community.
Right.
And avoid trying to game the system or trick people into clicking.
No clickbait.
Right, exactly. Focus on building those relationships and really engaging with people.
Got it.
Think of it like you're becoming a part of the community.
Not just trying to promote yourself.
Exactly.
Well, I think we've already covered a lot.
Yeah, we have.
But there's still so much more to talk about.
Definitely.
So make sure to tune in for part 2.
Yes.
Where we'll dive even deeper into this 1,000 visitors report.
Absolutely.
And uncover even more strategies for attracting visitors to your website.
See you then.
Welcome back. So we're digging deeper into this whole 1,000 visitors thing.
Yes.
And the report really seems to focus on these hidden keywords, like the ones your competitors aren't even thinking about.
Yeah. You got to be like a keyword detective.
Oh.
And this report has this cool trick for finding them.
Okay, tell me.
You can actually use Google to help you uncover those hidden gems.
Oh, really?
Okay, so you start by just searching for your main keywords.
Okay.
Let's say your niche is pets.
Okay.
And your main keyword is dog training.
All right, so I type dog training into Google.
Right.
And then what?
Then you look closely at the websites that are ranking on that first page.
Okay.
Especially the ones that don't have dog training, like in their URL.
Oh, okay, so they're ranking for something else.
Exactly. They might be ranking for these related terms.
Okay.
Like less obvious keywords that are still bringing in traffic.
So if I see a website about dog behavior problems or puppy socialization tips, and they're ranking high for dog training.
Exactly.
Even though those exact words aren't in their web address.
Right. They've probably found some really good long-tail keywords.
So we can kind of steal their secrets.
Well, not steal.
Okay, borrow.
Yeah, borrow their strategy.
Okay, so then what?
Okay, so take a few of those high-ranking URLs and put them into the Google Adwords Keyword Tool.
Right.
But this time, you use the website search box instead of the words or phrases box.
I see. So we're reverse engineering their whole keyword strategy.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Any other tricks for finding low competition keywords?
Yeah, actually, the report suggests looking for specific things right in the search results themselves.
Okay.
So if you see articles from Ezine articles, blog posts, or even social media updates ranking on that first page, that's a good sign. Yeah, definitely. But the report does say, don't get too bogged down in the research.
Okay.
Set a time limit.
Okay.
Like a day or two.
Right.
And then once you've got a good list of maybe 30 keywords, it's time to move on.
So that's when we start creating the content.
Exactly.
And we talked about article marketing earlier.
Yeah.
But the report goes beyond just writing and submitting the articles.
Right. It really emphasizes that you need to give people something valuable.
So it's not just about stuffing keywords into an article.
No, you want people to actually want to read what you're writing.
So we're solving their problems, answering their questions, giving them real insights.
Exactly.
And the report has some tips for writing these articles.
It does.
What?
Okay, so aim for about 500 words.
Okay.
Put your keyword in the title.
Got it.
And use it naturally throughout the article.
Okay.
Oh, and don't forget a call to action in your bio.
Right, to bring people back to our website. Now, we're not directly linking to, affiliate products from these articles, right?
No, especially not on sites like Ezine articles.
Okay.
You want to lead them back to your website or your blog.
Okay.
Where you can kind of nurture those leads.
Right.
And then present offers more strategically.
So it's like a two-step process. We're planting these seeds with the articles and then hoping they blossom into targeted traffic.
Right.
So where do we plant these seeds?
So high traffic article directories.
Okay.
Like Ezine articles and Go articles.
Okay.
Those are a good place to start.
Okay.
They're like content hubs.
Okay.
That connect your writing with tons of people who are already interested in what you have to offer.
And if we follow their rules and focus on quality, our articles are more likely to get approved.
Right.
And reach a bigger audience.
Exactly. And don't forget to post the articles on your own website first.
Right, for SEO.
Yes.
Okay.
And so that your website is seen as the main source for that information.
Got it. So we've got keyword research, article writing, article directories, and we started talking about social bookmarking.
Yes.
What else is there to know about that?
Oh, there's a lot more to explore.
Okay.
Like those niche bookmarking sites.
Yeah.
And those big community-driven platforms like Dig.
Okay, so I guess we'll have to save that for part 3.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we're back and ready to wrap up our deep dive.
Yes.
All about getting 1,000 visitors to your website.
That's right.
And this time, it's all about social bookmarking.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to see how it's a lot more than just like, you know, dropping links on some website.
It is. It's about being part of a community.
Okay.
These platforms, they're like these lively places where people are sharing, discovering content that they really like.
Okay.
So it's not just a link directory.
Right.
It's a way to connect with people who are already interested.
I see. So we're putting our content where the right people are already hanging out. Exactly. Now, this report mentioned a whole list of niche social bookmarking sites.
It does.
What kind of categories are we talking about here?
Oh, there are tons of categories.
Oh, okay.
Like think pet lovers.
Okay.
Gamers.
Okay.
Foodies. Entrepreneurs. You name it.
So pretty much anything you can think of.
Yeah, there's something for everyone.
Okay, so if I'm in like the gardening niche,
Yep. Hey.
I should look for bookmarking sites about like organic gardening, landscaping, different types of plants?
Exactly. You want to find the sites that are a good fit for your niche.
Okay, that makes sense.
And that way you can connect with people who are already interested.
So what about those bigger bookmarking platforms?
Yeah.
Like the report talked about Dig.
Right.
What's special about that one?
So Dig is interesting because it uses community voting.
Okay.
So the content that people really like gets pushed to the top.
Oh, so it could bring in a lot of traffic?
Yeah, it could potentially drive a ton of traffic to your site.
But it also seems like it would be really hard to stand out.
It can be. Yeah, it's definitely competitive.
Any tips from the report on how to make our content get seen on Dig?
So the report emphasizes quality and being genuine.
Okay.
So you have to create content that's actually valuable.
Right.
And that people in that community will enjoy.
So no spamming or trying to trick people?
No clickbait. Just good, honest content.
Yeah, okay.
Focus on building relationships and having real conversations.
So it's more about being a part of the community than just promoting yourself.
Exactly.
Well, this whole deep dive has been really eye-opening.
Yeah, I think we've covered a lot.
We've learned so much from this report.
We have.
About keyword research,
Right.
article marketing, social bookmarking.
It's all about getting the right people to your website.
And remember, this is just the beginning.
Yes, this is just a starting point.
The real work starts when you take all this information and actually apply it.
Exactly.
So go out there.
Yeah.
Find those hidden keyword gems. Write some amazing content. Connect with those communities.
And who knows, you might even get more than 1,000 visitors.
Exactly. This report is just a guide.
Right.
There's no limit to what you can achieve.
Keep learning and keep growing.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
We'll see you next time.